Hello kids, I hope you're doing good. This video is for grade 11, day 11, chapter 2, relation and functions. In this video, we are going to start a new chapter, that is a relation and function. So let's start with the basic terms, that is about the ordered pair. This thing we have studied in chapter coordinate geometry in grade 9th only, right? Since grade 9th only, we are aware of what an order pair is in a Cartesian plane, right? So I'm just going to give a recap of it and then we'll solve few problems based on that. First of all, the definition of order pair, that is two numbers A and B listed in a specific order and enclosed in parentheses form an order pair, which is AB. We also know that if we write order pair AB, then A represent the first element, or we can say the member or component, and B represent the second element. Element, member, components, all are same things. Also, we know that if we change the position of the component, the order pair will also change. It will not remain same. Like AB is not equals to BA, a very important point. AB is not equals to BA. For example, in a Cartesian plane, if I have to represent a point 1, 3, so this is my Cartesian plane, you know that this is my first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So if this, I have to represent 1, 3, so 1, 3 will lie somewhere here and point 3, 1 will lie somewhere here. As you can see that the position of both the points are different. They are not overlapping each other. That's why the order pair 1, 3 is not equals to 3, 1. Although they have, the elements are reversed, right? The first element is 1 here, and as a second element, the same we have here, but the positions are different. That's why the order pair are also different. Also, in a specific case, if there are two order pair such that if AB is equals to CD, then in that case it's a case of equality of two order pair. Then in that case the first element of first order pair is equal to the first element of second one, that is A equals to C, and the second element will be equal to the second element of second order pair, that is B equals to D. This you need to note down. Let's solve few questions based on the above explanation. Find the value of A and B when A minus 1 comma B plus 5 is equals to 2 and 3. Now this is a question based on equality of two order pair, right? So here I can equate that A minus B, the first element of first order pair, is equal to the first element of second order pair. That is A minus 1 equals to 2. From there I'll get the value of A equals to 3, and also that the second element of first order pair is equal to the second element of second order pair, which is B plus 5 equals to 3. From there I'll get the value of B equals to minus 2. So this is how we solve question based on equality of two order pair. Moving ahead, I have a question for my viewers and I want you to write your answer in the comment box. The question is, find A and B when 2A plus B comma 11 is equal to 1 minus 1 comma A minus 3B. So this is my question. There are two order pair which are equal. I have to find the value of A and B. So this question is for my viewers. Please write your answer in the comment box. I'll be waiting for it. Now let's talk about Cartesian product of two set. For any two non-empty sets A and B, we denote the Cartesian product by A cross B. This is a symbol of cross. So A cross B. It consists of all the order pair AB such that A belongs to A and B belongs to B. So mathematically we can say that if I have to find A cross B, that is the Cartesian product of two sets A and B, then A, B are two elements such that this first element A belongs to set A and this B element belongs to set B. Also, if A is a null set or B is a null set, if any one of them are null set, then A cross B will be a null set. Another thing that you need to note down is that if NA equals to P, that is number of elements in set A equals to P and number of elements in set B equals to Q, then we say that number of elements in set A cross B is equals to PQ, which is the product of this and this, number in A and number of B, and number of BA is also equals to PQ. So whether it's AB or BA, both the numbers will be equal, but definitely AB is not equals to BA. A cross B is not equals to B cross A. Both are different things. Now moving ahead, if at least one of A and B is infinite, then we say that A cross B is infinite and B cross A is infinite. So at least I am using, at most can be both. At least means one. If any one of them are infinite, then we say that A cross B is also infinite. So based on the above question discussion, let's solve a question. Here there is a set A with element 1, 3, 5 and another set B with element 2 and 3. I have to find A cross B and B cross A, and also I have to show that A cross B is not equal to B cross A. You remember this point, always A cross B is not going to equals to B cross A for two different set. Now here we have A equals to 1, 3, 5 and B equals to 2, 3. Right? So A cross B equals to, see how to find A cross B, it's a very important thing. First of all, you will select the first element, you select from set A, because we have A cross B. So the first element will be from set A, and after that one by one we'll move to set B. So first of all, I'll pair this one with this two. So this is one element, I have written it inside the bracket. So this is how we find subset, right? So 1, 2, then comma, again this one will combine with this 3. So this 1, 3. Now this, with this one I have paired all the elements which are present in B. So now the job of 1 is done now. Now what is the next element? The next element is 3. So with this 3 I'll pair the two elements one by one. So this 3, 2. So this 3, 2 I have written. Then again comma. The next element will be this 3. This 3 will be paired up. So this I have written. Right? So this is how we have to write. Now the job of this 3 is over, because I have paired this 3 with all the elements present in set B. Now we'll work with this 5, the next element and the last element of set A, which is 5. Now this 5, 2. So I've written 5, 2, and then this 5 will combine with this 3. So this 5, 3, 5, 3. So this will form a group. So 5, 3. So now I'll close the bracket. So this is how we represent all the elements of A cross B. Now let's talk about B cross A. In case of B cross A, my set B will act as the first element, and my set A will act as the second element. So first, this first element of set B will pair up with all the elements of set A individually. So first of all, I'll write 2, 1, then 2, 3, then 2, 5. Done. Now we are done with 2, because it has paired itself with all the elements which are present in A. Also then I have to work with 3, then 3, 1, 3, 3, and then 3, 5, 3, 5. As you can see that B is coming, A is coming after B. That's why all the second elements will represent the elements of set A. Also it's very clear that, as you can see, the elements of A cross B are 1, 2, 1, 3. And the elements of B cross A are 2, 1, 2, 3, right? So it's very clear that 1, 2 is not equals to 2, 1 and 1, 3 is not equals to 3, 1. They are different order pair. Therefore, A cross B is also not equals to B cross A. Also about the numbers, how many elements are there in set A? 1, 2, 3. 3 elements. In set B, 2 elements. So as per the formula, number of elements in A cross B should be how much? This 3 into 2. So it should be 6. Let's count the number of elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what about B cross A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in both the cases, n of A cross B, and also that is equal to n of B cross A. All the elements are same. So another question I'm giving for my viewers, I want you to solve this question, that if P equals to ABC and Q equals to this, find P cross Q and also Q cross P. And also you have to show that P cross Q is not equal to Q cross P. Based on today's video, I am giving you few questions to solve. This you need to solve and practice at home. While solving, if you find any difficulty, then you can ask in the comment box. Also, you know that you can download the notes from the link given in the description part of the video. From there you can download it. I think during this lockdown, most of you cannot access books. So in today's video, I'm going to provide a link which will help you to access any book, whether it's of mathematics, physics, chemistry, given by CBSE, and from there you can download the answers as well. You can access all the answers also. So that link is very important to refer any book, any reference book of any subjects along with the answers. So that I'm going to provide you. Stay tuned. Please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed yet, because so that you can get the latest update regarding my post. Thank you and take care of yourself.